today from 6:30 this evening. Now, next tonight, the number of sex offences involving children recorded by Leicestershire Police has risen by over a third. The force contacted about 605 alleged incidents in 2016. That's compared with 444 the year before. 36% increase is almost double the national average. Well, the head of safeguarding for Leicestershire, Detective Superintendent Simon Cure, says the increase isn't being seen as negative, as it shows, and I quote, victims are confident about coming forward and reporting what's happened to them. Is also the impact of Kaylee's love story, the film telling the story of the sexual grooming and murder of Leicestershire teenager Kaylee Hayward. Well, Kieran Lyons is a senior supervisor for Childline in the Midlands. Thanks for joining us this evening.
No, thanks for having me.
What's your reaction to these figures?
I think the figures themselves are shocking in the fact that we've got this many people that are currently being hurt. And I mean, we're talking 55,500 cases across the UK. Now, for us, any more than zero of these is wrong and shouldn't be happening. But at the same time, we recognise it is amazing that these children and their families are coming forward. They're being honest about what's happened to them and allowing themselves support, but also so then that the perpetrators can get kind of the right points.
So, I mean, when we get that statement that we heard just a moment ago, that the increase could be seen as a positive thing because more people are coming forward and willing to talk. Do you go along with that?
We do. In a sense that we think that we know this is happening out there, so therefore we want people to come forward. We want people to be able to get the support. We don't necessarily think that there is more abuse going on, but what we hope is that more people are coming forward and that the reporting mechanisms within the police has got better and stronger, so that we can identify who is it and who currently is being hurt, so that we can work with agencies to be able to keep those children safe. On average, there was about 152 sex offences a day recorded across England and Wales.
Why do you think that more children are willing to talk about this?
In the last year, there's been quite a few high-profile cases around sexual abuse in particular, which therefore, with them hearing this and seeing it on the media, on the TV, on the radio, can make people feel more confident coming forwards. We've been going into schools across Leicestershire, across the UK, to talk about what abuse is. We've reached 3,500 pupils across Leicestershire to look at what is abuse, what are bad things, and how they can speak as part of our Speak Out, Stay Safe programme. And we're going to schools across the UK to promote this message so children know what to do if anything like this is happening to them and who they could.
And Kieran, often in these stories we hear about online grooming as a feature of it. Do you see that as an increasing problem?
Increasing, it is, and I think over the next couple of years we are expecting that to continue increasing. This year we've been lobbying for our Flaw in the Law campaign, and the government has now passed it so that adults sending sexualised messages to children is now a criminal offence. That got introduced last week, so therefore we're expecting that this is going to rise still over the next years because of these new laws, which are so important to help keep children safe online.
Now, what should be the priority going forward then?
I think for us, it's about parents having conversations with their children, using our resources on the website to be able to have that open conversation about what is okay, what isn't, and then looking at kind of them getting support from our adult helpline, or the children can come through to Childline and just talk about the habits that they think is acceptable and what isn't, and then we can look at supporting them in the best way they can so they can live as safe as possible.
I mean, what sort of advice would you give to parents? I'm a father of two. I'm not sure how I know how to start a conversation like that. What sort of things should parents look for?
So essentially, if there's any changes in behaviour, that can sometimes be a warning sign that something is going on for your child. Doesn't necessarily say that it's going to be kind of to this level, sexualised abuse, but it means that maybe something's going on with them. So have that conversation. Are you okay? What's happening? Letting them know you're there for them and giving them message that you believe them and you're there for them no matter what. Often children, when they speak to us, they can talk about how they feel they won't be believed, how they feel that people won't listen to them because they're a child. Now, obviously, it's really important that we're listening to children, we're giving them that space, and we're letting them know that we trust them, we accept them with them, and that we're there whenever they need us. And that's for parents, but also letting them know about Childline, letting them know that if there's anything they can't tell their parents at the moment, come and speak to Childline, and then there's a way then that we can work with them in being able to help keep them safe, and by talking, by working with them so they can speak to their parents at some point, or carers.
Kieran, thanks so much for joining us this evening. That's Kieran Lyons from Childline here on BBC Radio Leicester.